11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Third playthrough, first one today. Played through twice yesterday on solo on this side of the map. Let's terraform the whole other side of the planet. Got different basins for our water, for our 7 seas that we need to unleash. Place those there. In solo play, the oxygen isn't at 0, it's at 2%. The starting temperature is not minus 32, it's minus 28. We need to put, I'm using blue to be the time cube. Place that on 1. We're still at 0 VP. We need to place 3 tokens. Pretty sure it's city has to go on one of these VP, but I'll make sure I'm doing it correctly. Place 1 city tile on any of the 3 areas with VP placement bonuses, then place an ocean next to a city and a forest on any area adjacent to both. Oxygen starts at 2%, temperature starts at minus 28 degrees Celsius. And remember, we don't get the placement bonus for these first 3. So where do we want to screw ourselves out of is basically what I'm saying. We got those 3 spots. Wait. It doesn't even say it has to be in an ocean space though, so I'm confused. Place a city tile in any of the 3 areas with VP placement bonuses. Place an ocean tile next to the city and a forest in any area adjacent to both. Does that mean we can place it? I think we have to go here on this side of the map, but it seems weird though. Place the ocean there. Place our forest here. So we got this little corner of the map. Go ahead and roll up 3 of our 5. Awards. Throw the other 2 back. Get our 3 milestones. Come on, turn. You seem to be rigged. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Legend, celebrity, and philanthropy. Celebrities from the corporate era milestones. Have 3 cards in play that have a cost of 5 or more resources. That shouldn't be too terribly hard. We just have to make sure we play those before we lose the opportunity. Alright. Legend, have 6 red cards in play. That was me my very first game, but that was not the milestones we had. Philanthrop. I played 4 cards with end game VP on them, which, there we go. End game versus the green for now victory points. Ah, okay, so the way it says it on the player aid, like, you set it up as normal, but then it has you move it up. Same difference. You receive no VP or bonus for all of this. Aside from the bonus card that we start, we get 4 of them. 2, 3, 4. We don't get to look at, well, we do get to look at them because we get 1 immediately. Although, we should know who we are first as a corporation. We get dealt 2 of them. We get to select one. We could be Inventrix or Foblog. I like the idea of making wild every single turn. I do like the idea of having 3 titanium and 4 wild as starting gift, but I think that'll pay out more in the long run. 2 guaranteed, but that's guaranteed wild, and we can keep banking the wild every turn if we need to. So Inventrix, so we'll send Foblog back. We get 2 wild to start, at which point we bury that under there. Oops. We also get the 3rd one for that. And so we get to look at it. Ooh. What we automatically take is that, because there's really nothing better, in my personal opinion, than the bonus card logistics, and there's 1 project card that also grants 2 additional storage. Put that there. And these go back for later. I table shuffled and shuffled the heck out of it, but let's shuffle again just for good measure. Okay. Or shuffle. 5 cards off the top. 3, 4, 5. Ooh. Ooh. We did draw this on a previous game. I think we might be burning some wilds to get reputation on the board. Because it's just automatic victory point every single production turn. Take a sip here. Anyone joining us? Oh, hi, 5 of you. Sorry, I don't have the camera faced in such a way that I can actually see you guys if you say anything. But enjoy. Alright, so it's already at turn 1. What we're going to do, take an action turn and get some stuff on the board. This is what we'd like to do as our main action. We'll still need our... So support action, since we still need an additional thing. Since there's 2 different yellows available, I'm going to provision, or whatever they like to call it, for just support action of just grab one and go. Alright, well that fulfills that. The other one's going to be our event. And then our 2 earths. Spend that as our main action. So now we're going to start cranking out reputation every production turn. That was our first turn. Turn 1 complete, on to turn 2. We don't have really anything, so we're going to take a production turn. We get 1 green. Hold on, slow down. We can discard any number and draw back up to 5. We make wild, but ooh, this automatically buys us some VPs as a support action. So I think I want to discard 3. Oh, that's what. Get up to 5 cards. We had less than 3 there, so we're good there. So generate, oops, second animal and a wild. And a victory point. So we are on the board. Oops. And that's all we can do on our production turn. Onward to action or production. Well, we don't have any matching symbols. I'm not going to get attached to things. Let's just take it as a production turn. I mean, yeah, production turn. So let's just ditch those. Draw 4 more. Make our wild. Make another green. Bacteria. That was our production turn. Oops. We forgot to get our VP for our second production turn. That it was on the second production turn. That was up here. As a what's its face? As an action turn, let's just go ahead and provision for gray to try to. All right, so we got that. And then for our main action, we're gonna spend the other steel and the city to get this nice. Every time a city comes down, we get 2 money back, 2 mega credits. And that's spent. So let's enter another production. We'll generate that. Let's just hold what we got. No, because we don't have anything red, so let's just excuse me, burn through cards. 3 and a 4th one, bring us to 5. We already brought up our 3rd one there. We get that. Wow, we get another green. Alright, we got the 3 types, but we need the 3 types. Alright, so that takes us on to the next turn, the actual action turn. I guess spend an animal to turn an animal into second bacteria. Oops. Plug in bacteria to get our decomposers. Use wild for oxygen. So we got our decomposers. It's a support action, which is what yellow means. It allows us to pay any green resource. Tap this, expend it to gain a victory point and to automatically gain a green. So spend a green of any to get a green back and get a victory point instantly. That's the end of that turn. Need to produce, yeah, because we don't have. That's the only green card we've got down right now, so. I don't have any of the reds in play, and none of these look like something I can do right now. So, production turn, ditch those 4, draw up to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Produce our victory, produce our wild, produce our green, second leaf. Alright. Pets, zeppelins, mines, biomass combustors, and AI Central. We do need to start getting some more of these down, but don't have anything. Okay, that was our production turn. On to our next turn. Excuse me. Welcome aboard. Thank you for joining us. And by us, I mean me and Arthur. Sleepy kitty. I'm hanging out over here. Proximity kitty. Alright. So right now I am not married to free action of drawing cards. However, it's pretty pricey. We could turn any green into heat. However, that might not be happy. Oh, we could do that next turn. So this production turn, we're going to drop those 4. Put this right here because it's the one I'm planning on doing. Get our wild, get another green, bacteria, victory point. Pick these up before we forget them. We're going to get one for reaching the 5th fret. We get another one at the 12th fret. If you missed it at the beginning, if you're just tuning in solo play you get one at the beginning also. In multiplayer there's enough for 2 bonus cards per player. However, it's first come first serve for who gets to the frets to figure it out. Being able to spend anything, any resource to flip 2 of them around is very useful, but you need to start getting some stuff on the board. In solo play, you have 4 to choose from. You get that first one at the beginning out of the 4, second one there, third one there, and then one of these is just going to go to waste. So I'm pretty sure this is going to waste. So I'm going to play that at the end of this turn. Since it's the end of the turn, we'll move that up. Our green cards here. So we can move that up already. So we're going to spend leaf and energy and steel. Our biocombustor, so we can start turning this green into stuff. and it's a free action, so it can be done at any time during a turn, at the beginning or the end of the turn. Say we just do it. Get our 2 red so we can start accumulating some stuff. Wait, never mind. It's 2 Celsius specifically, 2 heat that we get for tapping that. It won't untap until our next production turn, whenever that may be. Which, let's just go ahead and take a production turn. Get those ready here. Any of these, I kind of want to hold on to that because it cranks out 2 almost to playing that red card. So, however, we don't really need it. We do get those to do that. Basically 2 mana to get us 3 back. So, not Dark Ritual, but Cabal Ritual. No, that gave us 4. You know what I mean. I'm not really wedded to any of them except the Mohole. So on this production turn, I'm just gonna ditch those 3, and it's a production turn. We get to untap this thing. Untap all of our blue cards. And don't forget to move up our victory for when we get to that point. Some more red cards. Yikes. Double check this real quick. Legend, we haven't played any red yet, and that's the one that's going to go away first. Celebrity 3 with 5 or more. That's not happening anytime soon. We already moved that up. And we get a green and a wild. Another bacteria. Alright, so that was a production turn. Let's go ahead and go on to another production turn. Although, yep, I mean, we're going to lose one. Oh wait, no we're not. We have the extra storage. So that's good. Almost forgot entirely about that. Ditch these. One, two, three, four. Food factory. Turn food into money. We get our green. We get our wild. We get our VP. We get another green. We already did the VP. 3 bacteria, 1 leaf. So that was the production turn. Going on to the next turn. Well, we could do a support action of paying, let's see, we need a leaf, bacteria, and we need, oh hey, support action, we could, no, that doesn't work. If it could turn it into other things, that's what I was thinking. But no, we need to pay 1 to flip 1 to animal. Then we'll just use wild for that. Now what are we doing? That was a second bacteria. We don't really need ecological zone. We need to win the game for once. That requires getting these on the board. Give me back my one. So we could pay one of these to turn the other one to leaf. I don't know if I like that idea. Oh, bacteria, bacteria. That was the problem. Let's just prospect. That didn't help anyway, so. What is on this one? The bacteria side up. What is on there? Should have just played it safe and done that. Alright. Well, I guess we'll do another support action just to flip one of these suckers. So we'll spend the one we just prospected. Because you can do a second support action as a main action. So we got leaf, we got animal. Got that. Oh, we need a second leaf, that was the problem. So on a subsequent turn we can do that. Alright, so this is what we're attempting to do. Spend 8 green to get us to Celsius. And then for our main action, start making some gold on production turns. Alright. That's our turn. We can bank up to 5 if we do a production turn, which we might want to because we got a whole lot of junk. I do want to keep this. I do want to keep the bonus. So we're going to ditch these 2 and draw 3 more to bring us back up to 5. Every time an ocean's played, we get free green from our Arctic algae. If we get that one on the board. We get 1 wild. We get 1 green. We get another green. Before we go too far, let's grab our victory point. And a yellow. That was our production turn. Oops, and that gets untapped. Since we have this generator here, what I think I'm going to do is 1 support action, turn this into nuke. Second support action, turn this into nuke. So we're ready for that on a following turn. We're about to lose legend status, but that's fine. We haven't played any reds yet. Excuse me. Welcome aboard. Get to work. Let's terraform this Mars. We haven't terraformed anything besides our initial starting investment for being a solo. Alright. We're doing this turn, my bad. Getting ahead of myself. Alright. Still need to do a support action. Let's just go ahead and prospect for blue. Oh, not the one we were looking for at all, but we can pay to change that later. Alright, that was our support action, our main action. Pair 2 wild, pair 2 nuke. Start cranking out some red on our production turns. Speaking of production turns, we've got the extra storage, so we've got 3, 4, 5. We've lost the ability to become a legend because we have not played 6 red cards. We haven't played any red cards. Production. That's not too hard to get out there, so I'm gonna ditch 1, draw these 2, and let's produce. Let's grab our victory point before we forget it. Grab our green and our wild from being Inventrix. So green, wild, victory point. Green here, a yellow here, 2 red here. Ta-da. Our deluxe Yahtzee die. Cup. We've got a few things going on. That was our production turn. Let's go on to our next action turn. We got some dice resources ready to go. Let's go with this route as our main action. What we're going to do is our support action. I guess we'll spend a heat to make that into water for that one. Let's put those 2 green in that. Have Arctic algae, so every ocean we do happen to plop on the board, we get green resource back. Going on to our next turn. We've got our water, we've got our bacteria. So that's going to be our main action. However, do we want to do anything for support? We've got those banked. We could just spend a green to get 2 red and have those banked. So that'll be our support. Oh, well, it's a free action, but fine, we'll just do it this way. Do this support action to turn that into this plus a VP. So we get to keep that. Main action, stream cold fungus. Put our green with our green. turn. Make this a production turn. Grab 4 more cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, hi there. Grab our victory point there. A wild. I'm not putting it there because that's where discount would be if we had a discount on our corporation. We get a green from there. We get a 2 green, 1, 2, a yellow, 2 red. We have no gray production yet. Let's see. But with our little green engines here, behooves us to kind of overlap those, so just the thing is showing the effect. Alright, that was our production turn. We've lost our chance to become a celebrity. C'est la vie. Alright. Action turn. I want to get our space station out here. Spend our wild to go with it. We still need to figure out our support action. If any. That's a main action kind of thing. Fine. Let's provision for blue. Gives us energy. Main action. Get our space station out. I'm going to put that here because it gives us a discount on all things titanium. So that's now an option. Just need to get the other blue that goes with it. Alright. Go to another action turn. Provision for another blue. Wrong blue. Let's go ahead and just spend a heat to turn that to the correct blue for the next turn. So that's spending our main action as a support action. 2 events. Titanium is free. From that. Move on to our next. What are we doing? Spend that as a free action to get 2 socials back. 2 heat. Main action. Drop a giant ice asteroid, which is going to finally do some stuff for us. Raise the temperature, gain a Celsius. From there. Gain a Celsius from there. Gain a water. Plop an ocean. Plop an ocean all the way up here. Placing tiles gives us 2 victory points. Grab these for end of turn. And we lose a green. Let's go ahead and get rid of the weakest one, I guess. But this is giving us 2 of them. Weakest as in common. So we'll get rid of that. And then that's giving us 2. Oh good, we replaced it. And that goes over into our red pile, wherever we have room for that. Bonus. Being able to pay any 1 to flip 2 instead of paying 1 to flip 1. So that one's not going to get used. So we've got our administrator now. Oh, we played an ocean, we get another green back for that also. Sweet. Excuse me. Hello, hello. Alright, so that was... We're about to lose our chance to be a philanthrope. 4 cards with endgame VP on them. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. 1, 2, nope. Well, if I can somehow play 2 more before the end of the turn. This is our main action that we've been gearing up for, sorta, kinda. Use our administrator. Get you out of the way. Use our administrator to turn a couple of things. Was I trying to even turn? Oh, okay. Let's go ahead and turn that to there. For our next thing. Let's go ahead and get us that as our main action, which will give us 2 more cards. On our next turn, Philanthropist is gone. That just got us 2 cards and 2 VP. But we needed 1 more with a VP to be able to do it. So we got this ready to go as a main action. However, our support action, provision for a yellow. Our main action, start making some blue. Oh, come on. Move that over, go on to a production turn. Do we care about anything? We care about that, that's for sure. Discounts are nice. That's just victory points. That's just victory points. So we're going to discard, we've got our 5 locked in there. We're going to discard that, draw 2, oops. So that's the 3rd, 4th, and 5th. We're producing 1 victory point from that. We get 1 wild over here in Inventrix. We get 1 green. We get 2 more green. We get a yellow. Get 2 red and a blue. Alright, that's our production turn. Goes off the board. Oh, we forgot to untap these on our production turn. We definitely want to get this out there. We've got bacteria. We've got heat. We've got the ability to turn two things, so this could be one of the things we're turning. We could get ready for getting this discount also. So what we do is have that ready to go. Spend it like that. We won't need to flip anything. Let's go ahead and spend the bacteria to turn two things. So we'll turn that one into science. I'll go ahead and turn that one into leak, maybe? No, because that's just kind of extraneous. Do we need to? No. Well, we do need to. So we could just pay to spin one. Alright, and then our main action. Get design microorganisms, so we now get a discount on titanium and on bacteria. Add up. Hello, thank you for joining us. Right there. Come here, buddy. Just gonna spend a green. Spend a green to draw a couple of cards. Place next to a city. And it gets wild. Alright, this is what we're planning on doing this turn. Gain a discount on events because of the media. That was that turn. This is this turn. I want to keep that. As a main action, we can turn energy into oxygen. It's kind of useful, but we're kind of screwed here. We don't make any. Although if we get that on the board, then maybe. It's a production turn. Let's just tap for any darn thing we need. So we're holding on to that one. So let's ditch 2 cards, draw 2 cards. We've got our 5 cards bang. I mean, ooh, effective storage. Sweet. We get a victory point from there. wild. We get a green there, burn Ventrix, 2 more green there, yellow, 2 reds and a blue. Still no gray production. Still no gray production. Alright. That was our production turn. On to turn 31. And we untap those because none of those were tapped. Really? Alright, so our support action, we're going to turn heat into that, nuclear. And we'll just spend that as our main action. So, industrial zone gives us 2 wild back immediately. Grab our special tile of the industrial zone, place next to a city. Go ahead and get a 3rd wild, I guess. Because why not? Industrial zone. What's that production turn? That's not a city, so it doesn't give us money. Do cities crank out heat or anything? Nope. So even if it had been a city, nope. I'm just going to do it this way. Get our effective storage. Well, I still got to do support action. So I'm going to be out of bank 7, 2, 4, 6. Oh, we have a discount on bacteria. So actually, support action is just provision for that. We'll use that here as our main action. Gain effective storage. So now, for the cheating bastard that has 7 storage. 3. And wilds don't count against it, but we're going on to another action turn, I believe. We've got energy, we've got a bacteria, we've got a bacterial discount. We just need to pay that. Well, that'll be our main action. Still need a support action. I guess we pay. To flip 2 things around as a support action. So what we're trying to do, oh, we've got the bonus there, but flip that. discount that. Actually, no, let's not do that. Let's put you back to event. What we're going to do is just spend that as a freebie to gain 2 Celsius. Foregoing our support action. Then for our main action, we'll get the ability for free action to just gain 1 thing. So it's free action. Let's just go ahead and get us energy. Bank for later. Let's take another action turn. Celsius, leaf, bacterial discount. That's going to be our main action. This provision for gray. Sweet, it's what we're looking for. That'll be another main action at some point. Let's get our producer on the board. That was a new turn. That's already taken. Alright, so it's a new one. Let's just go ahead and do our main action. There's no support action I really want to do. That becomes a main action. Production turn. So we've got 5 of our 7 banked. Gain our free victory point. A wild. And we get 1 green there. 3 green there. 1 yellow. 2 red. 1 blue. Oops. Untap our blues. We don't have anything in hand, so we can tap to just make oceans. That's a priority, you know. Because we've only made the freebie ocean this time. So on to our next turn. A couple things we need to do. First things first, let's just go ahead and spend a leaf to spin a couple of things. Going to turn both of these events into nukes. Because we got to get this robotic workforce online soon. I guess we'll just spend that as our, because that gives us an extra main action, which means we can do 3 supports in a turn if we need to. We can play an additional card. We can cash in any of these that I really haven't focused on, but I don't have the production to do any one of those. I mean, I'm kind of at the point where I could start cranking out forests instead, but we're getting way too close to the end of the game for that. I'm terrible at this game. Like last time, I was so close. I got the oceans last time. We haven't gotten... We've moved the temperature 1. We don't even have the resource to be able to spend that. Alright. Looks like we can hold on to 7. We'll replace them as soon as our production turn, but yeah, not being able to produce gray is slowing us down with that. We've already used the turny to get that out last turn. This is a new turn. We only have to spend that because we have the free bacteria, we have water. We could spend that as a support action to give us our other water. It's a main action, kelp farming. 4, 6. Let's go on the production turn. Untap that. We want to keep that. Let's ditch those. Draw 4 more cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hello. Maybe. Being able to produce steel would be nice. Alright, so those are our cards. Let's get you somehow better than what we got going on here. I don't know. Get a victory point from there. We get a wild as Inventrix. We get a green. We get 2, 3, 4, 5 more green. I'm sure it comes up a whole lot more in the multiplayer. However, if you ever go to draw a color and that doesn't exist in there, you get a wild instead. And then you can bank wilds because they don't count against dice. When I get 1 yellow, we do get 2 red, and we get a blue. Alright. Alright, that was our production turn. We have produced a turn. Want to try to get these on the board as soon as possible. Support action, let's just go ahead and provision for a gray. That's the most common, being steel. There we go. Main action, actually spend it. Be able to just start making oceans at some point. Make oceans, make oxygen. Where's our... already spent our blue, so we don't have those. As a free action, we could grab what we need and just go ahead and grab the city to be ready for that. We haven't done that yet, so let's just spend a leaf to flip both of those to earth. Oh wait, that's a support action, so I guess that means we're on our next turn. Thought that was another freebie. Some of these are free, the green arrows, support actions are yellow arrows, main actions are red arrows. That's provision for a gray. It's a second support action. That didn't do it. I'm going to spend that as a second support action since we couldn't do that as a main action. Alright, now we're on to the next turn. Let's trade a provision for that again. Still no. But we could just pay a second support action. So let's use a leaf to get our second city. We do have the hammer, so we can put the robots to work. But then that'll still be the next turn. Alright. New turn. That's provision for a blue. And that's what we're looking for. Main action. Get some more gold on the board. That was our main action. And on to the next turn. I'd like to get this on the board so that we can get some gray dice per turn, finally. Game's almost over. Right, so let's trade a provision for other blue this turn. That didn't do it. I don't know why I'm provisioning, but that was our support action. This is a main action, and just lightning increases oxygen. We get a green. Next turn, turn 45. I guess we hold on to our blue, especially since we only produce one. Hold on to our gold, and we be making 3 more. And hold on to some red because we make a bunch of green. So 2, 5, 6, 7. I Okay, so all that goes back in there on the production turn. We get a victory point. Right, we're holding on to that. We're getting 4 new cards. There's our victory. 2, 3, 4. That might actually be doable this next turn. Easier than that. Alright, so we get a wild. We got our VP already. We get a green. We get 5 more green. 3, 4, 5. We get 3 yellow. 2 red. We get a blue. Green, 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 green. Oh, okay, sun tight. Ow. Ow, ow. We have a discount, so we don't need to spend the bacteria there. We do need to spend the heat. However, what are we doing as our... We need another lightning, but we'd need... Let's provision for a gray. And we've got a discount there. It's our main action. Blue, green, so we move those together. That was that turn. We need to pay a leaf to turn one of these into a nuke. So nuke hammer, discount, lightning, lightning. Right. We finally have great production. Turn 49. We haven't terraformed jack crap this game. Just pay a heat to flip a couple of things around. Already got money, but we don't have earth. Turn that to leaf. We've got vent already. And then we have a discount. So we play a red card to give us a forest, which will give us 2 VP plus 1 for each city it's adjacent to. Well, that's not happening. It's not actually a city, but we get 2 VP. And we get 2 wild back. And we get a wild for it. 50. Support action, let's just buy 2 cards. As a main action, we'll just do discovery to get a wild back and 3 cards and see if any of those would have been. Nope. Alrighty. That's my, I don't know, 7th time playing the game, and I've gotten worse, not better. I hope any of y'all who are actually at PAX are getting a demonstration from the Fricks Bros or whoever they've delegated to running that booth. Have a good weekend.